with me and another.
Which Nicole?
Nicole is the one that has spoken to you before.
Was that Nicole
Campos?
Campos? Okay, there were two Nicole Camposes. So there was one that had come to the home and then another that had that same ID but was a different person?
No, I think there was only one Nicole. But there's only one Nicole from our office.
I requested unedited video but was unable to file a police report.
On Nicole or file police report?
My son's abduction.
You went to court, right? And you were aware that he was removed from your care?
He was abducted by the police after we had attempted to file police reports regarding crimes and reported suspicious activity. But where is my son?
You're aware that he's with the Lazar, right? You've called them before to speak to Chevy.
I was hung up on by a former employer who had made false allegations against myself. But he should not be with Lazar. He should be with myself. I'm a single father, raised my son since he was born.
I understand. Our goal is to return your son to you as soon as we can.
Well, you could do that today.
Unfortunately, there's a court order and we won't be able to do that
Okay,
today.
so I would like to report those crimes then. So the judge refused to see evidence, and my son was illegally taken by police. And we had tried for months to file police reports regarding burglaries, being stalked, poisoned, having my phone stolen, spoofed, hacked, 911 calls blocked, access to my bank blocked.
I'm sorry to hear that. But when I met with Chevy, he did request that I asked for your permission to see if I could pick up some of his belongings so I could bring it to him. How do you feel about that?
No, I would like my son returned home, and I'm sure he would like the same. So I'd like to know his whereabouts, and I would like him returned home. Or I would like to pick him up. Okay, well, that's an illegal court order. I haven't received it, and someone impersonated a social worker, and I would like to file a police report regarding child abduction. False allegations, child abuse, failure to report.
I won't be able to help you with this, but I know of your son's whereabouts, but I won't be able to disclose the address to you.
So you won't disclose my son's whereabouts. There's no removal order, so my son was never removed. If there is, I would like a copy of it.
Yes,
I've had problems with mail theft as well.
Or do you want me to drop it up to you?
Either or.
Okay. Are you still at that Almani address?
I am, but they haven't given me a mail key, and I tried to file police reports, but they refused.
Okay. Are you willing to meet with me and my other coworker, who's going to attempt to get a hold of you as well, regarding the false allegations that you reported? Are you able and willing to meet with me and her? I'm not sure how your schedule is like, but how do you feel about tomorrow after 2 p.m.?
Tomorrow at 2 p.m., and you can get me a copy of whatever paperwork, and would you also be able to file police reports regarding my son's abduction?
I'll give you the signed removal order. It's not.
And why are you saying that there's a removal? So what are the allegations? Because I was burglarized, they were switched. So the person impersonating Nicole Campos gave me paperwork, but I was afterwards had it stolen from him. So what are the allegations that you're saying my son was removed for? And he was illegally separated from me, questioned and detained. He's a victim and witness who's being intimidated, and he's a kidnapping victim, I guess you'd call it at this point. But that person, Lazar, is someone that I had worked for 10 years ago, doesn't know myself or my son, had made false allegations against myself, and I believe is a foreign national.
if you don't want him to be with the Lazar, how do you feel about him being with a different family member, a different family friend?
I've tried to protect him from family members. So his grandmother, Susanna Ariano, is a danger. I reported that, as well as my mother, Laura Ellis, who's a danger, Maria Pena. He had made statements about the school administration that the principal had a big dick at his school and was sitting there with all his power, said it was an expression, but he also mentioned kids carrying knives to school. So when I'd taken him out of school for concerns for his safety and spoken with administration, I'd also let them know I was concerned for his half-brother's safety after his older half-brother, I was told, passed away from energy drinks at like 20 years old. So I'm not sure if those were ever reported or investigated. But my son should be with no one but myself. I'm a single father, raised him since birth. I was attempting to keep him safe by trying to file police reports and report crimes. And he was abducted while we were outside playing handball.
I understand. So I will confirm with my coworker Janice, and I will either call you back or send you a text message confirming our appointment, okay?
And so what are these false allegations that you're saying he was removed for?
No, you report that it was based on false allegations.
Well, you're
So
saying that he was removed and that there's a removal. When I went to court after he was abducted, the judge refused to view evidence, as did my attorney. And Chevy's attorney said that he wanted to come home. But I haven't seen him since he was abducted. So what allegations are you saying were the removal order?
We can speak about that when we meet each other in person.
So you won't disclose it. So can you report my son's abduction then for me? Because I haven't had any luck reporting it locally or to the FBI. I had been to the FBI prior to my son's abduction and also to the El Monte Police, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department.
So as
I believe I spoke with Homeland Security in Nevada when we got off the bus.
I won't be able to help you report that abduction because the Chevy was legally removed from your care.
Can you explain how or why?
We can discuss about that when we meet each other.
So as of now, he's a kidnapped witness with a foreign national who's made false allegations against myself, and you're refusing to disclose his whereabouts. To me, I'm a single father, sole custodial parent, raised him since birth. You said tomorrow at 2 o'clock?
I will confirm with you, but I would have to check in with my coworker to see if that time works for her. Okay?
Nope. And this is Kim Chun, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And were you able to report my concerns about child abuse?
Child abuse, who's the perpetrator?
At this point, Lazar, the El Monte Police Department, and I also had concerns about Zachary Ariano's well-being, my son's half-brother.
Where is he or what happened to him?
He may be with the grandmother, Susanna Ariano, in Baldwin Park. She works with Children's Services and the courts. So, concerned about corruption, child abduction, my son being a kidnapped victim at this point.
Okay.
She had told me that his older half-brother, Matthew Ariano, passed away from energy drinks. And where we had concerns about being poisoned, stalked, framed, just hoping Zachary's okay. We had reported that, 4 or 5 months ago, placed concerns, so I don't know if you've looked into that.
Okay.
It's not. So I would like my son's whereabouts. You said 2 o'clock tomorrow we could meet when and where?
Have you ever come to the Monte office?
On Durfee?
Yes.
I could come in?
Just give me time to contact my coworker to see if 2 o'clock works for her or...
Anything that I should bring or be aware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Do you feel...
And no way to come in right now, huh?
Oh, actually, because of COVID, I'm not sure we can go in, but we can meet outside the office right at the entrance.
Yeah, or you could file a report regarding my son's abduction in the meantime and kidnapping. So otherwise I'll be there at 2 tomorrow, but go ahead and file that report in the meantime.
Like I mentioned, I won't be able to help you file that
Okay, I
report.
thought that you were a mandated reporter.
Yes, I am, but
Okay, so I'd like to report child abuse and abduction and witness intimidation, as well as we had been burglarized. We'd already tried to report that. Poisoned, framed, stalked.
Notice appointment, okay? Thank you, Mr. Loy. Have a great day.